Um, Good win, obviously, given the circumstances with lighting. But again, want to thank the fans that stuck around to watch it. It really helped in the sense of just them cheering. You could probably hear them better, actually. And I thought our guys appreciated that at the end of the day. Even after standing around on the court, even in the locker room, the guys talked about it. So, but outside of that, a little adversity with the lights, but at the same time, that's something that you just can't control. Something that happens, like I would say, once in a lifetime. But our guys, in a sense, stayed the course. Wasn't probably our best performance at the end of the day, but what I appreciated about it was our will to compete, especially on the defensive end of the floor, because the ball wasn't falling for us, and we still, found a way to win the ball game. So.
With the delay, there's only so much information you had, so much information you could give your team. How do you keep them from going stir crazy, and also, keep them to where they're still if this thing happens, that they're still ready physically and mentally to come out and play basketball?
Well, I actually, the funny part about it, I thought just the message before the game stuck true throughout it. We went into the game and our message was just a laser-like focus on a lot of areas within the game. So when this happened, it was a message that you just could have went back to. This is what we were about before the game started. This has happened. That shouldn't change our focus, or what we're our laser-like focus for this game and what we need to do to come away with the win. But like I said, even though the ball didn't probably fall the way we would like, I was pleased with how we defended and found a way to win the basketball game.
You were a little slow coming out of the. Do you feel like that kind of energized Troy, the delay, a little bit more than your guys?
Well, I thought the first 5 minutes they fatigued a little bit. And as we were playing, I was more so probably upset because I thought at some point, fatigue was going to hit. But with the delay, it may have helped them, but that was still our mindset in the second half was, getting the ball up and down the floor, playing in transition. 'Cause I thought they hit some tough shots in the second half that I thought the same type of shots that they took later on wasn't going in. So, hopefully that was due to legs, maybe, or just fatigue in general. But again, I thought our guys stayed the course. The 3 ball wasn't falling, but there was a spurt there where I think we made 3 in a row that really helped us. And then again, like I said, just defending and coming away, rebounding the basketball, especially with a team that goes to the glass with like 4 guys.
What does that show you about your team? Down 10, rallying to win a tough, hard-fought game like this.
Again, one of the things we hit our guys with all the time is just a process. Even in timeouts, stay the course. The whole time, we're fine, guys. Just continue to stay the course, defend, rebound, share the basketball on the other end of the floor. But like I told them at the end of the day, or the staff in the locker room was, man, I'm proud of the guys. Because I want to say any or most teams in that scenario could have found a way to buckle just because of the scenario. But our guys, even amongst themselves within the game, encouraged each other to keep fighting, encouraged each other to stay positive, encouraged each other to make a shot, make a free throw. So I was happy with that. And then again, like I said, we came away with the win, so I was excited.
You mentioned the 3 ball wasn't falling today. It seemed like in the second half, you guys were maybe attacking the basket a little bit more, trying to get to the free throw line, and even those weren't falling. At what point, did you, how do you approach that as a coach when, you've told them, hey, you've got green light to shoot threes as long as you're taking good shots. Those aren't falling. Maybe you change things. You try to get to the basket, get to the free throw line. Those aren't falling. How do you approach that?
Oh, shucks. Again, I think the best thing you could do is just stick with the process, and you have to believe in it and stay positive within it. So even, I think we might have been like 1 for 18 at some point. You know, my thing was just being assertive because, you know, the whistles probably was a little tight in the sense of not calling anything.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing was we have to still play our brand of basketball, being assertive, wanting our guys to attack, but knowing that they're a team that kind of collapse. And if we can find a guy standing on the perimeter, even when we were 1 for 18, if you're opening on balance, shoot the basketball. I want guys to be confident because even when you have a night like tonight, when those three came bam, 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 it made a big difference in the score and even probably gave us momentum from that standpoint. But again, I told our guys, even on nights like this, if we defend, we'll have a chance.
Right. When you talk about sticking to the process, is it oversimplifying it to say, you know, if we're going to win, we're going to win this way, and if we're going to lose, we're going to lose doing those same things?
Well, I don't talk about losing much, to be honest with you. I talk about the process. I take the outcome out of the equation, but within it, whether we're making it or missing shots, my thing is, are we defending? So at the end of the day, even the shots I thought that they were making in the first half and even in the second, I thought were tough shots. But my thing was, if we just continue to have that edge on the defensive end of the floor and just be assertive and unselfish at the other end, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the outcome.
You know, Justin James comes off the bench in the first half, scores 8 points in about a half of half of that half, and then finishes the game with 27. And there was an 8-0 run that he had, where he scored 8 points, late in the second. What kind of spark did he provide you guys with tonight?
Well, again, I mean, I just think JJ's a special player. What I'm liking more about him, outside of scoring, is more of his commitment to defense, and I think that was something that was missing early within him. And I think he's a guy that can be a two-way player, and if he commits to that end of the floor, again, I'm okay with what goes on the other end as long as we're just unselfish. But out of our guys, he's that one guy that can go get his own shot. He's that guy that has the ability to make the game look easy sometimes, but at the same time, I'm not that much concerned about making it look easy, especially with the lob. I don't know what that was that he tried to throw. My thing is to make the two. So, but he's coming, and you can say, Coach, he's coming. He just had 27. Like I don't think you guys have really seen the best of him yet, and especially if he puts both the offenses and the defense together, I think he could be a really special guy in this league, one of the best players in this league.
Off to Vegas now for 2 more in this tournament. Your thoughts kind of just looking ahead to back-to-back Thursday, Friday, Coach?
Tournament type situation. We'll approach it, open it up against DePaul. That's our next opponent. And, it's a tremendous opportunity, for us to play on a neutral floor. But I like, in a sense, the back-to-back because that's, to me, is a Mountain West Conference type deal. So we have to be ready to show up for both games and be ready to turn it around quickly, in a sense, from a preparation standpoint as well. But again, I just think it's another good opportunity. Our guys, I think, are playing good basketball. We still got areas that we need to improve on, but like I've always said, if we were doing everything great right now, that's probably not a good sign. So just looking forward to it.
Lastly, you do go 6 for 6 on this homestand, and I know that was kind of your little mini season within a season. How pleased are you that you do go 6-0 at home here?
It's just a momentum thing, to be honest with you, especially with the group that we have. As I always, in my mind, refer back to last year and how much, this team depended on Josh, and how much guys kind of stood around and watched Josh kind of do his thing. So to me, as we continue to grow as a ball club and guys are on the floor and being put in situations like tonight's game, the 2 games against Montana, even the game against Northern Iowa, to where, you know, we shot the ball really well. But just all those things happening within a short period of time before you get into conference play, it's almost like you always try to say, you know, when you're a freshman, by the time you come to conference play, you're a sophomore. So I look at all of these guys, maybe outside of Jason, as being really flushed into this new situation. Okay, now we've matured. Let's get ready for DePaul, but also conference play. Good.
Thanks.
Thank you.